So I dug out this entire huge pit on peaceful mode in Minecraft. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. My name is K3GamerK3, and I'm here to kick off the start of a Minecraft build series that I'm going to be starting. So, welcome to my Minecraft file. Are you ready for this dramatic panorama? So I dug out this entire huge pit on peaceful mode in Minecraft. What I want to do here is just build a giant castle, and that's what this build series is going to be on. It goes all the way down to bedrock, and I filled in the gaps with obsidian. It's a pretty cool pattern, actually. And I want to build it all the way up to the max height, because go big or go home. So wall to wall, it's 112 by 112. So that means the castle will have 100 by 100 floor space. It'll have a wall, and then 5 walking room. I dug out these corners so that I could put towers on the corners of the castle. And what I'm going to do is build a spiral staircase that goes up. And I've designed a geometrically perfect spiral staircase, like a large scale one like this. And I haven't seen it done before, so I definitely want to show you guys that, and make sure to catch that on the next episode. Yeah, this just took a really long time, guys, let me tell you. So I want to show you guys a top view. And it actually looks really cool on the way up, too. I'll show you guys my setup in just a minute. You can see my outline of where the castle's going to go pretty well from here. There's a really cool river cut, and there's even like a little sandbar. Well, what do we have here? Alright, sorry guys. So one of the things that I want to do with the castle, I already mentioned the spiral staircases. I've also designed really intricate sides to put on this. It's going to look amazing. I'm going to put in some very optimal lighting plans for the floors. And I want to put in some automatic item sorting and storage systems. So, hoping to keep it high tech. Should have enough room to play with on every floor. Yeah, you'd think, right? I'm planning the floors to be about 12 high, with room for a floor/ceiling between the layers, so about 11 blocks to play with on each one. That is a lot of snow. But at one time what I did was I poured water on all of it so I could get some clear maps. So this is the first one. It's just your regular size map. You can see the big staircase in the center, and you can kind of even see the outline I put in there. And my farm setup here. This is a really cool little area where it comes between the snowy mountains and this pond-filled desert and a little rainforest. And somewhere in the center, it's probably closer to like right here, is the coordinate 0, 0. Now this map is one of the largest maps you can make. I just kept adding paper and paper and paper until it wouldn't let me add anymore. And you can still see just how absolutely humongous this pit is. I mean, like, that one takes up like 1/4 of the map. But even that one, it's visible on the farthest zoomed out map. So let's talk about my setup a little bit. I have some automated furnaces, and they have gaps like this because I didn't want to spend the iron to do trap chests. But basically, the material goes in the top, it gets hoppered into the furnace, the sources go in the back, or you can have it going into the side, and then there's a hopper leading out into this chest, and it collects all the material and buckets that you've used. I used to have all these running. I turned all the cobblestone that I mined out of this big pit into smoothstone. And there's a lot of it. So every one of these chests, like all of them, are just filled with stone. Oh, crap. So there's 5 chests on each side. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 116 large chests full of smoothstone. And yeah, they're all full. Oh wait, there's more. There's another 20. So 136 large chests full of just smoothstone. What I'm going to do is turn all those into stone bricks, and I'll make the castle like a nice laid brick look to it. I think it'll look really cool. Now, if you're wondering, all that stone ends up being about 460,000. And the good news is for that, the castle will probably only need about 260,000 from what I figure. So I don't know what I'll do with the other 200,000 stone, but we are definitely going to need a lot of storage. And it's going to be fun trying to get that all automated, but I think I got a system that'll work. So there's also just some regular cobblestone, but like I said, I turned most of it into smoothstone. Have some dirt, about 10 chests, a little bit more of dirt. That's about 34,000. Got a little bit of sand, not too much. Most of it's turned into glass. And there's some spill over there, but I have a lot more of it in chests over that way. That's just specialty sandstone. I have a lot of the regular sandstone. That ends up being about 6,500 or so. Gravel's almost 5 chests full. No, I guess 4 in a little bit. That ends up being about almost 14,000. Just a little bit of clay. Some of the leftover stone bricks from laying down that outline down there. Coal. 10,000 coal. I did use a lot of it on the furnaces before I decided it's worth the iron to make buckets and use lava to do all that. 2,300 flint. Not even a chest full from that whole thing. Some mossy cobblestone from various dungeons. And not all of that's from this pit. I've definitely gone exploring and visited other dungeons and gotten more mossy cobblestone. There's not too many of the new rocks. This world was created in about 2012, early 2012, about 4 years ago. So to get any of these new rocks, I have to go way off into the distance. 790 obsidian. I don't recommend working with the blocks. That's a big mistake. Just bucket lava into place and then pour water on it. Or bucket lava out of place and find somewhere to store it. Even if you have to place it in like a silo or something, but don't deal with 790 obsidian like that. Alright, let's get to the good stuff. So we have about 38 emerald, 250 diamond, 580 gold, 1,400 lapis, 7,000 redstone, and about 5,000 iron. Yeah, that's a lot. But that means we're not going to be running short on resources anytime soon. And the reason I was able to keep so much iron is because for the most part, I was just using stone tools. I'd just run out of iron otherwise. I mean, you need it for the occasional ore, but, yeah, it took a really long time to dig all that out using stone pickaxes, but, well, it's done now. Same thing with shovels. What else do I have? Some different types of wood. And some different misc items. Definitely visited a lot of dungeons. You can actually find bones in the dungeon chests or temple things that you find out in the desert. Same thing with gunpowder. I think that's where I got flint and steel too, actually. Oh no, I did have to make that because I had to light the nether portal. That's why I have that. Yeah, overall not too bad. So I also have these over here. So these 8 chests are all glass. And we're going to need that for that intricate, or those intricate sides of the castle. We also have a lot of glowstone. We're going to need that for the lighting. That took a really long time to mine too. Not a lot of fun. Although not too bad in peaceful mode, but still. Some other nether items. And some netherrack. Silk touch. That is how you get that much glowstone. It would have been impossible without that enchantment. And I also store some extra lava here. I also have one of each flower. I have a cocoa bean farm, sugarcane, carrots, potatoes, watermelon, pumpkins, and wheat. Oak tree farm. I have one of every type of tree: spruce, oak, dark oak, jungle, and birch. I know there's a acacia tree, but I can't find any of those. So, not all the trees. With different farm animals. And I have one of every color sheep. I have everything in these double fenced pens because sometimes they like to wiggle through the first one. And this guy's like stuck between them right now. And sometimes they still get through the second one. But I don't know how to push him back. I'll figure that out sometime. I have some horses. This one's Lightning. He's my very fastest. We have Jackson the donkey. We have Hipponia, Shadowmare, and then we have Moonlight and Pony. I had some better horses in there. There's a whole big herd of like 50 of them way off in the distance if you follow those torches out. And I figured out which ones had the best stats, and I brought them all back, and I built a cool barn for them. And then the horses decided that they like to suffocate in the walls. So a lot of them died. But I still the very fastest. But the strongest and the most health and the highest jumping, those ones all died. We got some horse saddles and some armor. I found these in the dungeons, and I found just a couple of these in the dungeons as well. But most of these, what I did was I went fishing for those. It'd be great if you could craft them. I don't know why you can't. I mean, there's leather. Why wouldn't you be able to craft a saddle? But I did a lot of fishing. A lot of fishing. And I also got the name tags to name the horses. But the cool thing about fishing is once you make a rod or two, you end up fishing these cool enchanted ones out. And you really don't need to make any more after that. You can just keep going with it. And you get some cool stuff, like these nice enchantments. And that's where I got the one that's the silk touch that's on the pickaxe over there. Some nice enchanted bows. Random water bottles, half-worn leather boots, but you can combine them together. Lily pads, bowls, tripwire hooks, and rotten flesh. I think some of the bones I got from those too. You also get some leather. I use a lot of it for those item frames. But it's a good system. I don't have any rabbits or cats or dogs. And simple reason is that bunnies are way too far out to try to bring back to here. Like, way far out there. I made the mistake of making these maps before all those cool updates. Not that I knew they were coming or anything, but you have to go off these maps to get to anything like the horse updates beyond the borders of this map, pretty much. You just have to keep going off that way. Follow the trail of torches. There's like a village off that way, and there's some more horses this way too. There's another trail of torches kind of going off that way, but it's not nearly as good for horses. So yeah, rabbits are too far. Wolves would take too many bones since I don't have any supply for them in peaceful mode. It's really hard for me to get them, and I did not get any wolves. Cats would probably be fairly easy to get, I just haven't yet. So I have some tips for you if you want to do this much mining, or if you're planning on it. The number one thing is don't. Just don't. Seriously, just don't. This file's over 4 years old, and of course I wasn't working on it every day or anything, but it took a really long time. Some rough calculations put it at well over 200 hours of work. And there's programs like MCEdit or something that could probably do this in 5 minutes. Yeah, I really can't recommend doing that. I mean, it's really cool that this is vanilla Minecraft. I can't point in this menu. But top left there, Minecraft 1.9 vanilla. So there's no cheats, there's no mods, I haven't switched it to creative or anything like that. Just vanilla Minecraft. If you do plan on doing this much mining, maybe you really like to grind things out like I do, what I recommend doing is watching Netflix or YouTube, or just have something up to watch. Just have something up to watch. It gets really boring if you're just mining and mining and mining. Alright, third, always carry a water bucket. You never know when you're going to fall somewhere and you need to get back up. It's a great way down from places, and it's great if you accidentally light yourself on fire. Like, even if you're just at the bottom of a pit, you can really... Yeah, you can just use it to climb. And safely get down from places too. Trick number 4. Now, this is an actual mining trick. So hopefully this will help you guys out. And let me just get this set up real quick. So say you have a lot of this to mine and you're going like horizontal layer by horizontal layer or something like that. I like to mix it up what I do. Sometimes I'll do vertical layers, sometimes I'll go at like 45-degree angles. You know, just to mix it up, keep it a little fresher. What you want to try to do is find something where you can have a wall, kind of like a ledge to lean against. Just lean sideways against. And the more straight on you are, the less you'll move. And if you slowly angle out, you'll go faster and faster. Or if you go the other way, you'll actually start going backwards. So what you can do is use this angle to control your walk speed. So what I can do is just hold some buttons down, maybe adjust the angle a little bit, but just hold the buttons down and not have to keep clicking and starting and stopping and looking around. You can just hold buttons down. And see, you get a little faster for dirt. But I'm just holding buttons down, no clicking, no button pressing, no starting, no stopping. Really easy. It helps a lot, honestly. Alright, so other than that, if you ever have to deal with a lot of obsidian like this, or there's a lot of lava like I had to deal with in this pit towards the bottom, what I highly recommend is using buckets with the lava. It was a lot easier when I bucketed the lava out instead of turning it to obsidian and mining it. And it was a lot easier to place those buckets of lava and just pour water over them. I definitely didn't start doing that until too late. As you saw, I had 790 obsidian. But I definitely switched over and caved into using the iron for the buckets, and I was definitely glad I did. You don't want to have to mine that much obsidian. If you don't have somewhere to put the obsidian, what you can do is make a silo. I had over 3,000 at one point, but that all went through the hoppers to turn that cobblestone into smooth stone. I did run out at one point and I had to go into the nether for the lava, which is why there's that nether portal, other than the glowstone. I did keep running into more and more lava as I expanded this pit out. My current one is through here. Oh, it's a very large lava area with pool connecting to pool connecting to pool, and this just keeps going back there, this keeps going off, and that keeps going back. That seems like a nearly endless supply of lava for now. I've bucketed a lot of it out already, as you can see by the floating obsidian. And there's more minerals in here I'll have to get once the lava's cleared out. But that's a peaceful world, they're not going anywhere, I'm not really too worried. Yeah, there's a lot of minerals in here to come back and get still. If you are going to have to deal with a lot of obsidian, I did find this one trick. So let's say there's a pool of lava, and this could go on forever and ever, I'm just kind of showing you here. And let's also say that that pool of lava is capped with obsidian. Maybe you had poured water on it earlier, or there's natural water. If you really need to mine that obsidian for some reason and you can't get to the lava below it to use a bucket and make it safe that way, what you can do is kind of build an enclosure on the top, or it doesn't really matter, you can just not care where the water goes. But if you put water on top of the obsidian, you can just mine the block out. Again, assuming you have to get that specific block of obsidian out. Water will turn the lava below it to obsidian before your piece gets lost. It also means that you have another block of obsidian to deal with, but if for whatever reason you have to mine obsidian from over a pool of lava and you don't want your obsidian burning up, that's a good way to go about doing it. It's how I started off doing it, and again I switched to buckets. It's a lot better to do it that way. So I guess that's all the tips that I have for you. Oh, if you want to download my Minecraft file, it's in the About section on my channel. Next, what we're going to do is build that perfect spiral staircase, and I'll show you how to do that. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss it. Be my friends on Facebook and Twitter. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time.